be hating on that VAR thing, man. And here's my thing. What's the point? That's what I want to know is that what are you now trying to prove with this VAR thing? Because how does Sadio Mane gain an advantage for that pass that he made to Homeboy? How does he gain the advantage? So because I want to start there because we can talk about how trash with Richarlison is, the whole Van Dijk thing, whole Pickford thing, but I think this VR thing it has to be reviewed because my thing is like I was like because when they first showed us, I was like, oh no, he's on side, like he's level. Then they went into detail and literally, I swear to you, you must know what a pubic hair is. It's hard to be a case of where his pubic hair was offside. So so because this guy's pubic hair was offside, therefore it's no goal, which is wild. Which is wild because the you have to look at what is the nature of the offside rule. The nature of the offside rule is you don't get too much of an unfair advantage on the last defender. And I've always said that for me, an unfair advantage is if there is space between the last defender and the heel of the attacking player. If there is space between them, that's an unfair advantage. You having a shoulder or a head just ahead of them, but you're still level, how is that an advantage? So my thing is, how did El Dio have an unfair advantage over Homeboy? That's just all I want to know. Is that how did he have an unfair advantage over Homeboy? Because unless you can tell me that, then it makes no sense. Because when you look back at it, you're like, eh, what are we? It's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Because again, I don't want football to turn into American sports where it's like after almost after every goal, oh, let's chill, let's wait. After goal, let's chill and wait. So for me, I feel that the goal should have stood because that offside is negligible. And people say, okay, no, it's a slippery slope. So you have to draw the line. And my thing is that I draw the line, I go to the nature of the rule. What is the spirit of the rule? You don't want football is about we want to make it harder for you to score. So we don't want to make it easy for attackers. Hence, that's why the offside rule was created, or to just have 6, 7, 8, 9 goals. Basically, it'll be like futsal. But someone needs to explain to me in the rule book how does a player having his shoulder or a bit of his body um is like how does that show that he is now um gaining an advantage? How? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So looking at the game now, wait. Hopefully, my thing is fine. Is the quality better now? Is the quality better now? Hopefully, the quality should be better now. Um. So the thing here is this. Okay. One minute. Um. Liverpool should have won that game, but Everton played well. But let's first go to the whole Pickford thing. Um. The thing with Pickford is wait. Let me check. Okay. Wait, guys. Let me log out and log back in. Let me log out and log back. So how is it now? Are we now good? Are we now good? So yeah, so hopefully we're now good. Hopefully we're now good. Are we now good? Are we now good? Are we now good? So my thing about this is that let's first deal with the Pickford scenario. Let's deal with the Pickford scenario. You see, Pickford, that was um that was a foul. The main thing is that Pickford was a foul. Aha. So is the quality better? See, the Pickford thing that was a foul, but the issue. Aha. Wait, good. The issue with it is um that's the foul occurred after the offside because 100% that was a foul. If there was no offside, Pickford is sent off and it's a penalty. So Everton are down to 10 men, it's a penalty and it's a totally different game. So 100%, and so the issue now is because again it's about the ruling, it's about the rules. So the issue now is, should you still address the foul that was given even if the foul came after the offside? Because you see, because the argument is it is not within the realm of play. But still, they say it's not within the realm of play. Referees have sent off managers who are not really, who are not even involved in the game. So really, an argument can be said that even if you can still give the offside, you can still give the foul. You can still actually give the foul. So it's really dependent on how you view it. So that was the moments there. But look, Sadio Mane, we'll get to Thiago Alcantara and even James Rodriguez. You now see why Sadio Mane is so crucial for this team. You're now seeing why he's called El Dio. And you're now seeing why he's that dude, because he is such a difference maker. And there is so much to his game. I'm not here to compare him and Salah because, again, I thought that Liverpool were going to win this 3-2, and they should have won 3-2 because of the kind of quality that they have. But when you just look at that goal that Sadio Mane scored, that is just how sharp he is. And how many times has Sadio Mane always popped off with the first goal of the game, the opening goal for the game? And I think that when you saw how it started, I thought, okay, this could go Liverpool's way. But then you now saw the equalizer. Now, here's my thing. I am not one of those guys, because I'm not afraid of calling a break when he's a break. The break of the break of the game was Richarlison. Richarlison is garbage. The sooner that is replaced, the better. Are we now going to blame Adrian for that goal? Because I think the whole thing is that we can't blame Adrian for everything. There are some things that we should blame him for. There are other things that are out of his hands. Like for me, that was points blank. That was close. So it was hard for me. It's hard for you to really give that to that dude, man. So my thing is, you can't blame Adrian for that. So at 1-1, we're now popping off through. So Liverpool, I think that they then took the game to the next level. And also, I thought that Everton would actually say what's up with regards to having Gomez and Matip in defense. So my thing is that I was actually disappointed that they didn't even test the fact that he had Gomez and Thing in defense. And let's just be real. Apart from the first half where there were a lot of long balls through, Gomez and Matip actually coped pretty well. They coped pretty well. So Everton did not really say what's up to them. And look, Salah again. So anybody that says that I hate on Salah, I've said this from the get-go. In terms of the ability to finish and niche, Salah is one of the best in the world. His finishing is amazing, and he is a better, more clinical finisher than Mane, 100%. So, and that goal that Salah scored again against the run of play, that was a crazy finish. It's similar to what he did against Leeds, where just his ability to catch the ball, his technique on the ball, and how he can just execute the whole thing is flipping amazing. So, 100%, that was a huge G. Now, I thought that Liverpool would probably hold on for the 2-1 because I didn't see Everton coming back in the game. First off, let's give a shout out to Luca Digne because, again, even for France, you saw his pass to Mbappe for their win. That was a damn good cross from Luca Digne. That was a damn good cross. Are we now going to blame Adrian for that? It's an amazing cross. Calvert-Lewin, that is a very good goal. That is a very good goal. So rather than people saying, oh, it's Adrian Alisson, so I would have saved it, relax. You have no proof that Alisson would have saved those ones. And Alisson doesn't save that Calvert-Lewin one because it was such a good cross, an amazing cross. Homeboy did Michael Jordan flipping a hang time, executed it, headed it down, said what's up. So you've got to give him that flipping dot, man. So my thing is, then you now look at the 3-2 thing and look, Liverpool, you could tell they were the better team. And let's talk about Thiago. He struggled in the first half of the first half. So first 15 minutes, Everton did a good job on him. They were hustling him. But just like with every amazing player, once he just grew into the game, settled into the game, bro, that like Thiago, like you're now seeing what Liverpool have been missing in that midfield, because as good as Henderson is, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, they're all quality. Nobody has the vision and the ability to see a pass, to move forward with the pass and take the passing positive initiative in the midfield the way that Thiago does. And I think the more and more he settles into the Liverpool side, the more dangerous that they will be, because once you now have guys like, which is what almost led to the goal, once you now have guys like Thiago saying what's up, giving that ball to your boy Mane, giving that ball to your boy Salah, Firmino, and so forth, it's going to improve and enhance how dangerous Liverpool are going to be, because throughout all this time, I didn't even know how they managed it. There was literally no creativity coming from the midfield three. And there was nobody who had the kind of technique or vision of footballing sassiness to whistle from that three. And Thiago brings that. He brings that ball through. So, look, I think that it's going to be like I knew Everton were never going to beat Liverpool. I knew that was never going to happen. But as I was watching it, you have to give Ancelotti a lot of credit, because this is a well-coached team. And James Rodriguez, bro, that boy was balling. James Rodriguez was balling. James Rodriguez was doing his thing, man. So shout out to what these Everton dudes are doing. But it's like, they're not winning the league. They're not coming to top four. But for me, I think that this Everton team, if they don't get so many key injuries, and as long as they just induct and sell that complete, utter garbage, forget about the foul he puts on Thiago. Richarlison doesn't have a football brain. I'm not sure that he even has a brain. I need to check that. I'm not even sure that he has a brain to begin with, but this guy literally doesn't have a football brain. He doesn't think about what the heck he's doing. So, but Liverpool, I think they played well. And I think when Liverpool turn off the intensity, and the key thing, once it's a situation when they have Trent and Robertson in attacking positions in dangerous areas, then it's an issue. For me, I thought Robertson was amazing. You know, like I think Mane was amazing, Thiago was amazing, and I thought Robertson was really good. So those are the guys that really stood out for me. And oh god. So, and I also thought they'll be able to really force the issue through, man. So, but look, just to round up on the whole VAR thing, it has to be revisited. We have to revisit the rule. You cannot tell me that Sadio Mane had an unfair advantage, because yes, there are rules. You have to sort of, basically, these rules have to be interpreted, because literally you're doing it literally to the letter of the law in an excessive manner, where so think of this. So if this part of my body, literally this little part of my body is ahead of the last defender, it's offside? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Basically, offside is to stop goal hanging, because it makes it far easier for attackers. It makes it like futsal. That's the key thing to focus on, is how did Sadio Mane have an unfair advantage for that? How did he have an unfair advantage in order to get into the position to provide the pass to Henderson? That's not an unfair advantage. So as a defender, I'm like, man, because a pubic hair was ahead of me, that's not. No. Revisit the rule and restructure it to be, if there is space. That's my thing, because I think that is how it used to be way back. If there is space between the last defender and the attacking player, then you can give that as a foul. But if there's not, then no. Screw it away, man. So Liverpool, I think Everton played it well. They did well. Pickford. See, the thing about Pickford is that he's like a typical tier 3 player. He makes a lot of mistakes. There are a lot of mistakes that he makes, but also he makes a lot of very key saves. He makes a lot of important saves. Like that save he made on Matip, that's an amazing save. That is an absolutely incredible save. And the save that he made for Trent's free kick, that's another good save. But for Liverpool, man, they will know that, especially when Everton went down to 10 men, they know that they should have won the game. And I think because people say, okay, when will Everton beat Liverpool and so forth? Like, it's going to be hard because quality is quality. Like, and I always said that the Aston Villa thing, that's an anomaly. Look at how different Liverpool look now compared to how they looked against Aston Villa. Because just the fact of Mane, Henderson, and Thiago coming back in that, just three players, three key players coming back into your team can change the look of your team. And there's just a swagger that Liverpool had. And somebody even mentioned Firmino. Klopp needs to look at Firmino because, bro, this guy is literally offering nothing for this team. Homeboy is literally offering nothing for this team. There is nothing that this guy is offering. Like, so I don't even know what he's doing. So yes, I'm not going to induct Firmino. Bro, you got to go on the review. You've got to go on the review. See, for me, Richarlison, I'm going to put Richarlison class C. I'm going to induct Richarlison and I'm going to put Firmino on the review. So let's just answer some questions and then I've got a round off for this Chelsea game. So guys, send in those cues, man. Send in those cues, baby. Send in those cues. Firmino needs, yeah. I mean, he's just not playing well. Homeboy is just not playing well. And this is why Klopp wanted to go for Homeboy. He wanted to go for Timo Werner because dude just ain't playing well. He ain't playing well at all, man. Was going to say that induct Richarlison, but to be honest, see, maybe the color is a bit off. The cut isn't bad. The cut on his hair is not bad, but maybe but the actual color that he goes for, is a bit dodgy. Guys, no. See, don't. Let's just focus on Liverpool now. I'm not looking at the Chelsea lineup at all. I'm not looking at the Chelsea lineup, man. But as I said again, I'm still saying that Liverpool still win the league because there's still a long way to go. But give Ancelotti some credit. Calvert-Lewin is not a world-class striker. I'm not rating him as one of the best strikers, but the guy, based on form, forget about his overall ability, overall quality. No, based on form, let's show some respect. Let's show some respect to this guy. Based on form, let's show some respect, man. All right, what do you guys say, man? No, bro, it's a computer. Like you see that it's not like the thing about VR is that there's nothing to argue. It's literally a computer that everyone can see that they can literally go top down and they can put the lines. So there is no basically there's no human intervention. The thing about offside is that it's either offside or not. So it's almost like how you have in the 100-meter sprint, how when you freeze it, you can see who's winning, who's not winning. So it's as long as there's any part of them that is ahead of the last defender, it's offside. So my issue is not whether it was right or wrong. It's right there for us to see. My issue is that the offside rule that they've put in there is problematic. It's problematic. Mane has more melanin than Salah. Okay, I know he does. Okay, we need to talk about Trent. In what sense? Look, this is what I've always said about Trent. Trent is he's a talented football player, very good right foot. He's not a good defender. So whenever people talks about him as one of the top right backs, best right backs in the world, that didn't make any sense. it literally made no sense to me how people would talk about him as one of the best defenders in the world when it's like, bro, nah, nah, you know. Um, has Osimhen scored? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Because see, do you know why it was breaknet? It was breaknet because I was watching the Napoli Atalanta game at the same time. So I was watching the Napoli Atalanta game at the same time as the thingy game. But so obviously it was messy when I streamed, so I had to shut that off and then thingy, man. Because again, Osimhen, I'm like, it's my guy, it's my guy, it's my guy. But look, so where do you guys see Everton finishing this season? If anybody says top four, induct yourselves. You're a reactionary merchants. If anybody says top four, but where do you see Everton finishing this season? And what do you think should be done with Firmino? Is it a case? So because what do you do? Do you do Jota, or do you do Jota striker, Salah left? Sorry, Salah right, Mane left, or do you put Salah as a striker, and maybe then Mane left, Jota on the right, or Jota on the left, Salah thingy on the right? So what do you do with the whole thing? Okay, so I'm hearing 7th to 12th, 7th, 5th, 6th, 5th, 4th. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Should the rule be changed to the position on the feet counts in offside? This is what I've said, Darian. What should happen is, and I think this is how it used to be way back when. If there's any space between the last defender and the attacker, if you can literally see space, it's offside. Because anything else is so hard to, because it's okay, how much of the body? No. For my thing is that, because right now is any part of your body that is ahead of the last defender is offside, which is stupid. So if there's an inch of my jersey ahead of the last defender, it's offside. That is stupid and moronic. But if you do a thing of where if there is space between the attacker and the last defender, it's offside. It's offside. You know? So they compared Firmino to Benzema because we live in a world full of psychopaths. It's a psychopathic world. So because we live in a world full of psychopaths, that is how guys will come out with that complete and utter garbage. You know, that's complete and utter garbage, man. Complete and utter garbage. Yeah, no. I mean, look, because see, if that goal had stood, man, then people would have, because even if Mane provided the assist, which is why I said like stats can be misleading. So let's say that goal stood. Yes, Mane did the assist, which is a very good assist, but the key pass that created that situation was a pass from Thiago, and there is no stat that would say, bro, that would put down the pass that Thiago made. No stats will illuminate what Thiago did, which was very important to create the situation for Sadio Mane to say what's up. So that's it. But see, now my thing though is how long is Van Dijk going to be off for? Because you can see that it was on his standing leg. So it was like a jolt on his standing leg, which could be very, very dangerous because that could really hit you soon. So because the thing about this is that Matip is a damn good defender. Matip is very underrated, but the issue has always been about basically the issue has always been about homeboy Gomez, because Gomez has been a bit on the slide. So if let's say Van Dijk is out for the next few games, things could be looking a bit dicey. So guys, look, man, let me jump off, guys. Remember to like the video. Remember to subscribe. So let's just to round off. Good game, very watchable game. I thought Everton looked good, and I think Ancelotti is doing a great job for Everton. And I'm liking what James Rodriguez is doing. Calvert-Lewin, show him some love, show James Rodriguez some respect, but let's also keep it real. Let's keep it real as well. Liverpool should have won that game, and I think you could see that Liverpool were the better team. Sadio Mane, quality, super goal from Salah. Thiago is going to change this Liverpool team. He's going to change this Liverpool team, and you can see how much of an important signing he is. Issues with Firmino, and that needs to be addressed. And I do feel like if Klopp may have to make a tough executive decision and maybe change the formation and change the setup, because Firmino is not offering anything to this team. And if a guy is only offering or contributing anything to this team, you need to remove him and change the structure. And Richarlison has been inducted into Class C of the Break Academy. That guy is complete and utter garbage. He is brainless. Guys, peace out. Stay true. Stay real. And your boy, homeboy, is out of here, man. Peace out. I wait for the next few streams, man. Peace. Thanks for watching the vid. And remember to head to the official website for the latest on my blog, rankings, breaks, and the Hall of Fame on halffootballhot.com.